You're fighting Gunnar Nelson in the co-main event on Saturday. Did you analyze his style before, and what did you think of it?
Gunnar Nelson has a very odd style. He's he's got a very unorthodox style of striking. Very solid on the ground, and has good takedowns too. I think he's very similar to me. I just our stand-up's a little bit different, but I'm still unorthodox and have the wrestling background with a solid ground game as well. So I think I match up very well with Gunnar. I'm going to see some things that a lot of people that he's fought in the past has not seen. So I think I'm a little more prepared for for his style than most of his other opponents. But I don't know. I think stylistically it's a great matchup, and it should be a very exciting fight.
How have you been preparing for sort of an unusual style of Gunnar Nelson?
With Gunnar's style, I've got my teammates, I've got other guys that are kind of have the traditional striking, and I've had a lot of sparring moments with them and stuff, and I've got a 3-time world champion, Leo Pasania, is my jiu-jitsu coach. I roll with him every other day, sometimes a couple times a day. So at his level of grappling is nothing that Gunnar's not going to surprise me with anything on the ground. I've seen everything. It's just who's going to win the scrambles, who's going to win the battle that night. I mean, I'm very confident on the ground, very comfortable on the ground, but anything can happen in a fight. So when you start getting punched and everything, it kind of takes all the jiu-jitsu out of it. So I don't know. It could. I think it's gonna be a very good fight between us.
You did very well on the ground against Jan Cabral in your last fight, who's a high-level BJJ black belt, and you weren't afraid to go to the ground with him. Will that be the same against Gunnar?
I think this fight is going to be very similar of a matchup as Cabral is for me. He's very dangerous on the ground. I think Gunnar is more dangerous in the MMA side of jiu-jitsu and everything, because he will strike, he will throw elbows. He'll use the jiu-jitsu to get to a good position, but then he also uses his strikes very well too. So I think he's more dangerous than Cabral, but I think everything is very similar to me. It's the fight starts standing. Let's try to hit him hard there, and then if it goes to the ground, I'm confident there. So I feel like I can go anywhere this fight can take us, and I think I'm prepared for it.
Was the Cabral fight your best performance so far?
The Cabral fight is definitely probably one of my better performances I've had. The guy is very good. He's well-rounded. He's a top jiu-jitsu guy in the world, and I went out and just kind of proved to everybody that even though they see the odds and everything and think I'm a huge underdog, I know my skill set, and I know I belong with the top guys in the world, and I get to prove that here with the Gunnar fight.
You'll probably be 20 to 25 pounds heavier than him on fight night. Do you think that will be a big factor in this fight?
My size, it normally gives me an advantage. The thing with Gunnar is he always has a disadvantage on the size, so he's a little more used to it, I guess. So I don't think it's going to be as big of a difference as some people are going to think it is. My strength might be a little different. I have a very an odd style of strength. You look at me and I look kind of strong, but I don't look near as strong as I am. I have a lot of hidden strength. So once I grab him, that might surprise him, but the size, he's used to it and he's expecting it, so I don't think that's going to be really anything. But
you've been here in Ireland for a few days now. How has this experience been for you for the past few days?
This experience in Ireland's been absolutely amazing. The fans here, the people here in Ireland, have just been open with. They accepted me with open arms. They're like legitimately very excited and happy to meet me and everything, and just in America it's weird. Everybody's like, oh, I want your autograph, or I want a picture taken with you. They just want something real quick. They don't care about who you are. But everybody here, they just oh, it's a blessing to meet you. It's so nice to meet you, and they just want to talk and kind of get to know you as a person, and don't even care about they want your autograph or not. So it's a little different, but it's really cool. I've enjoyed it a lot. I like it here, and then the people are just amazing.
The crowd on Saturday would probably be on Gunnar Nelson's side, since he has fought many times here in Ireland and sort of like an adopted son. Will that affect you at anything on Saturday? The
atmosphere of the crowd, it's not really going to affect me too much. you know, I'm very used to going into other people's backyards and have to fight the hometown guy. And you know, Gunnar's definitely kind of the adopted hometown guy here, and there's probably going to be a lot of boos and screams for him, but I'm one of those where I feed off the crowd, and as long as it's loud, which obviously I've heard it's going to be crazy in there, I will feed off of that. So I'm ready for it. I'm excited, but I'm not going to start getting nervous or anything just because someone, you know, boos me or anything. But you know, they're going to be for Gunnar Nelson, but I definitely plan on winning over some fans here.
Gunnar is ranked number 13 in the welterweight division. What do you think a win over him will mean for your career?
A win over Gunnar will do, you know, amazing things for my career. One, he has he's ranked right now at 13, and you know, I want that ranking. I want to keep moving up. My goal is just not to go backwards. So I want to win this fight, and then, you know, maybe shoot for the top 10, and then the top 5, and then title contention. But I just don't want to go backwards, and you know, he's where I want to be at, and I want to prove to everybody that I deserve to be here, and this is my opportunity. So it's huge for me.
Has Gunnar impressed you in his fights?
I've actually been a huge fan of Gunnar's before I even had any idea that I would fight him, even before I dropped the 170. So I like his style. I like how he goes in and fights and finishes people, and then just you know, doesn't talk a whole lot, and doesn't really put emotion into anything. He's on a drastic side of the emotionless style, but I love how he goes in, does work, and gets out, and he doesn't just have to talk himself up. He proves it with what he does, and I respect that for him.
Last question. How do you win on Saturday? And do you think you will be able to finish him?
I fight to finish all the time, and you know, if I've got power in both hands, if I hit somebody, they're going to feel it, they're going to get hurt, you know, they can get knocked out. And you know, both of us are going to fight to finish. I plan on coming out with the victory, and I plan on having the referee pull me off, you know, with strikes. But he's very dangerous. Anything can happen in this fight. But if it's a submission or a knockout, I plan on leaving this fight here with a finish.
All right, thank you for the time, and good luck on Saturday.
Thank you.